Alright, what's up? Gonna be making a chai latte, but not the way I normally make it. So, on Amazon there was this loose chai that I would always buy. And for some reason they kind of just fell off the radar. I couldn't find them, or it would take months to get the chai that I normally get from them. And I couldn't find an alternative, so what I decided to do, as much as I didn't want to do it, I went to my local Walmart and I got some of this powdered chai latte mix stuff. And to be honest, perfectly honest, in this case, it's pretty good. It's pretty similar to taste to what I'm used to with the loose leaf chai I've gotten. But of course, it's an entirely different process, right? And this is how 99% of the cafes that you go to make chai anyway. They'll either do it in this powdered form, or they'll use a syrup. And they will just simply mix it with most likely water and then milk, or they'll mix it with just milk and then put it over ice, or put it into a mug and call it a day. So we're gonna kind of do it that way, but I'm gonna throw my own spin on things just to give it that texture that I want, that I'm used to when I make it the more authentic way with the actual loose chai. So yeah, let's just get started, yeah? So with this chai mix or whatever, it's already kind of sweetened up. I really feel no need to put any additional raw sugar or really much of any kind of sweetener in addition to what's already in this bag. So I'm just gonna open the bag, put it in the mug, and go from there. Let's rip it open. Now, like I said, most people or most cafes would put this into the cup. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna put it into my large frothing pitcher. I'm gonna put some hot water in here. I'm gonna mix it up, but then I'm gonna activate my steam wand to give it that texture that I love so much when I do it the other way. So I'm just gonna use the hot water straight out the machine. It's hot enough, it's perfectly fine. Maybe about 4 ounces or something like that. That's plenty. Yep, plenty. So I'm just gonna mix this up with the hot water, and while this is going, I'm gonna get the steam one ready. And we're just gonna mix it up. So this is basically making that concentrate, right? Because what I would do, I would steep hot water in the loose chai for about 4 minutes to get to this stage. But of course it's powder, it's not loose leaf, so I don't need to use my strainer. I don't need to use my strainer to strain it out. I can just pour half and half in this case, froth it up, and then pour it into the cup, and be done. Half and half a choice. Don't need to fill it up a ton. Right about there is perfect. Quick mix. Off. On. I probably could have waited another second before I plunged it in here. Now remember, this is an ice drink. I'm not trying to heat this up. I'm just trying to get a texture. And that's what I did with the, when I did the other way. It got like a cappuccino texture. So if you listen, I'm letting in a bunch of air right now, so I can get that foamy surface to it, and that really nice and smooth mouthfeel that I get with the, when I do it the other way. Let a little bit more air here. Nice. I got the texture I was looking for. Like a cappuccino type of texture. Very foamy, very... Well, yeah, just really foamy. I would say smooth, but smooth is more in the lines of a latte or a flat white even. But we're not looking for smooth, we're looking for foamy. Like so. Hopefully y'all can see that okay. And I don't need a strainer because I use powder and not leaves. So I'm just gonna put ice in here and pour the thing right in there. Give y'all a good view of this. And that whole step with the frothing, that's something you're never going to see a cafe do unless they are a very good cafe. It changes up the entire feel of this drink. It makes it really, really nice to drink. And you got like all the taste of the chai and the foam and everything. It's just really nice. Give it a stir to get the temperature nice. And then what I also like to do with my iced chais and my hot chais, I'll go into my cabinet, grab a bit of cinnamon sugar, and just top it off with it. Just like so. And there y'all have it. Iced chai, if you need to go to Walmart and you need to make an iced chai. I looked around a lot to see if they had a loose chai in there, but I didn't have any luck. I know World Market, I got a chai from World Market that was loose, and I'm not talking about the baggies either. I'm talking about like just straight loose leaves you would put in a container, okay? That's my silver needle white tea. But yeah, I'm gonna keep looking around to see if there's a loose chai or a sticky chai, some people might say, that I can use to make it to where I can steep it again and not have to use powders. But if you are to use a powder, if you have no other choice but to use a powder, I can vouch for this brand. It's pretty good. It's pretty similar to what a good sticky chai or loose chai would taste like. And you don't need to give it a whole bunch of sugar or sweeteners or any modifiers like that. It tastes good just as is. So, hope this video was useful. Thanks for watching as always, and more soon.